Hi, this is Robert Cahoon, Director of International Campaigns for 40 Days for Life. How did I get involved with pro-life activism? Well, it was attending a talk by Lord Alton at university that first woke me up to the graphic reality of abortion. Prior to that, wasn't really awake or aware about the issue. I became a Catholic at university, and it was Lord Alton's talk. He showed the graphic reality of abortion, and that really woke me up that this was the social justice issue of our age. And always after that talk, I thought this is the issue which has more importance than any other issue in society, that this is the leading cause of death for unborn children. This is something of gigantic importance that surpasses all issues by a very, very large degree. After university, I spent a year in Canada working with Net Ministries, which was a youth ministry retreat team. I travelled all over the country, and it was outside the Morgenthaler Abortion Centre in Canada where I witnessed the first prayer vigil. There were a lot of elderly people praying outside the abortion centre. I was extremely struck by that experience. We went twice. I never forgot that first experience. I'd never seen anything like that before. Didn't even know that something like that was happening in the United Kingdom at that time. And when I came back to the United Kingdom, I felt that God was calling me to start a similar ministry, to organise prayer vigils outside of abortion centres. The reason for that was that I knew that this was a really powerful way to witness for life, because this wasn't an abstract cause. You were taking the issue to where the issue happened. And personally, pastorally, spiritually, this was a great combination, both recognizing the spiritual crisis of abortion, but also having a pastoral heart of reaching out to those in the most amount of need in a crisis pregnancy, right where the abortion centres are based. And so for me, it really combined the pastoral approach to abortion with the spiritual approach to abortion, recognising the power of prayer, the power of God to end abortion, putting him first and foremost, but also recognising the issue of abortion in our own communities, where it happens, who's involved, and how adequately as Christians we can respond to abortion. If somebody was out at sea and they were in a boat, they fell out of a boat, you'd want to do everything you could to rescue that person. And just like in our society, someone's in a crisis pregnancy, they're alone, they're afraid, you want to do everything you could to rescue them. And that's why we go to the abortion centres, because that's where abortions happen, and that's where we can save lives, and that's where we can make a difference for the pro-life movement. And so I felt God was calling me to start a campaign outside the abortion centre. I thought, with what I knew about abortion, this was the only logical response as a Christian, to get out there and go and do something about it, rather than sit around saying it's a politician's issue or it's somebody else's issue. This was something that I needed to do, that God was asking me to do, and that society had this huge problem, and that we need to reply to the crisis of abortion. When there is a crisis, you need to do something about it, and that's what I felt called to do in this particular moment. And I've been blown away with the results, not only because we put God first, we've been faithful to him, that every single year there's over 200,000 abortions in Britain. And even if we just think of one person, the one woman in our community who is alone, who's afraid, who's got nobody to turn to, who doesn't want to tell their family, who doesn't really want to go ahead with the abortion anyway, but feels coerced or forced into it. Think of that one person in your community who you can impact, who you can save their life, you can reach out and maybe help them avoid a lifetime of regrets, help them to avoid killing their unborn child. The graces that can come through that one experience, avoiding the death of that unborn child, avoiding a lifetime of regrets about abortion, impacting that family for generations to come. That's just helping one person. And we've seen this happen time and time again in the UK. And by the grace of God, I've travelled all around the world to other countries to help galvanise them, inspire them, get their communities passionate about the pro-life issue, and make this issue first and foremost in the hearts and minds of Christians. And when the Christian community responds to the crisis of abortion, that's when we're going to see great changes in society. It's what we've witnessed in Britain, places all around the UK. By the grace of God, this is something that you can do as well. Well, I first felt called at university to do something about abortion. You can inspire hundreds of thousands of people where you live by your example, by your witness. by getting out there, by doing what God is asking you to do. So pray to God, ask him what he is asking you to do to end abortion where you live, what he's asking you to do for the pro-life movement. Maybe it is a simple bit of help, simple bit of volunteering. Be a leader, get out there, go change the world, go make a difference. And I look forward to hearing what God does in and through your work, your prayers, and your action. Thank you.